without realizing it, we tie our identity to our pain. We play the same story of how life has been. We play how hard life has been, and we wear the struggle as a badge of honor. But it comes to a moment where peace is more important than proving how strong you are. Hey love, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining again and thanks for popping in. I'm so excited for doing this video and coming to my live stream and do a proper video. And if it's your first time coming across my channel, thank you so much for popping in. And if you enjoyed this video, which means this channel is for you, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I have other videos like this, go check them out. So on today's video, and before I go, sorry for my hot subscribers also, thanks for always coming back to supporting me. So I don't want to leave you behind, and I don't want you to start thinking that I don't value you, like you're in here. So in today's video, we'll be talking about let go of the struggle story. Let go of the struggle story. We all have stories to tell. We all have past. We all have dramas. Some people find it so comfortable, exciting, relaxing to talk and talk and talk and talk. They can talk hours. They can talk hours and hours and hours about their struggles, about their past, about their issues, without even listening to what you have to say, support of encouragement. Yes, sometimes there are times that people want to talk to you, they want to release the burden, they want to let go of the emotion and stress, and they want someone to talk to. But there are sometimes that people enjoy that excitement to always explain their past, their issues, what they're going through right now, and they don't even care if you too have your own issues. They just want to talk and talk and talk about their problems, their stories, whatever it is. Why? To get sympathy from you. Why? To get something from you. Because when they get that sympathy from you, it makes something in them to feel comfortable, something in them to feel accepted. I think if that is the right word, to feel relaxed. So on today's video, we're talking about and going deep of let go of the struggle story. Let go of how life has been. Let go of the damages life has caused. So yes, we all have our stories, and our stories are different. Like we have gone through different issues. Yours might not be mine. It might be similar, but it might not be the same. We have gone different issues in our life stories, whatever it is. But it's time for you to let go and focus in the future. So if you think this is going to excite you or helps you in whatever level or step that you have in your life right now, stay tuned in this video. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks for joining. What if you are not stuck right now in the past? What if you're not stuck in the story of life? What if you're not stuck of how life is difficult, of how hard life is difficult? That struggle badge that you're right now. You're wearing the struggle badge, yes. If you're used to always talking about the struggle of life, how hard it is, how difficult it is, you're wearing the struggle of badge, and it sounds as an honor. You see it as an honor because when you talk about your story, when you talk about how life is, how difficult life is for you, the struggles of life for you, you see it as an honor because people sympathize, people have pity on you, and you see that as an honor, and you wear that honor. And you wear that struggle of life as an honor because people is going to respect you because you are strong. People is going to respect you because you're trying to prove strong. You've passed through a lot of pain. You've passed through a lot of difficulty. I'm not trying to talk about that. I'm not trying to, say that you've not passed through pain. I'm not trying to say that things have not happened to you. A lot of us, things have happened to a lot of us, just that our stories are different, just that our struggles are different. But it's really not important for you always want to wear that struggle as a badge so that you can get that comfort, so that you can get that realization, because people will see that yes, you are strong. It comes to a moment that it's very important that your peace is more important than you proving to people or trying to add to people or always tell them your story for them to know that you've gone through a lot. What if you're not stuck, as I said before, you just repeat repeating a struggle story, repeating it, how you lost your husband, how you got divorced, how you lost your job, how you lost your apartment, things like this happen. I'm not saying that it does not exist or it does not happen. It's happened, and for me, I would say that this is life, and I would say that it's normal. I might not have experienced it before. I will not know the perfect way to express it or say it, but I feel as if this is life and this is normal. We all go through our struggle in different way. Yes, those things happened in the past, but where are you right now? Are you still alive? Are you living in an apartment right now? Are you kind of feeling happy right now? Where is your life right now? So why do you keep repeating and living in that past to get this sympathy and wear this struggle as badge of honor? Story that no longer fit who you're becoming, because you're becoming a better person. It's time to let go of the belief that life must be hard to be meaningful. You will learn how to shift to peace in this video. You learn how to shift from this badge of struggle of badge that you're wearing, how to always feel as if, because these things have happened, it's going to repeat, because you're repeating it in your head. Because you've lost your house before, you're still going to lose this one that you have right now. Because you've lost a relationship before, you're still going to lose it right now. You're repeating it in your head, you're repeating this story. And meanwhile, our brain works with repetition. When you're trying to change an habit, you have to use repetition of the new habits that you're trying to learn. But when you're trying to bring back the past to this present now, and our brain works with repetition, you're trying to retell the story, retell the story, rather than letting go of that story, letting go of that badge, put down the badge, because that was in the past. You're becoming another person right now. Remaining there and continue remembering that story, feeling comfortable in that story, feeling comfortable in that past. It's you shrinking yourself and remaining in that past, because you've passed that place. Like where I am right now, tomorrow I've passed this place. I might even learn something else. I might have different belief, different identity, which means I've passed this place. But for me, remaining in this place, still feeling excited in this place, still remembering this place, staying in this past, it's me taking myself out of this place that I'm growing into right now and going back to that past and still shrinking myself in that past. When I'm doing this, I'm refusing growth to happen in my life. I'm every means of growth to happen in my life, because I've decided that past, I'm going to hear that struggle of bad and repeat this story in my head. And you're repeating this story, your brain works repetition. It's going to continue manifesting in your life. And you are allowed to choose a new story. It's time for you to let go of that old story and choose a better story right now, because that old story, it's no longer you. That old story does no longer fit you. You have outgrown those old story. You're not bigger than that old story. You know more than what you knew at that time. You can do better than what you did at that particular time. That old story might be mistake. That old story might be disappointment. That old story might be shame. That old story might be disgrace. And you keep repeating and living in that old story. Sometimes when you remember that old story, you cry. Sometimes you are happy. Sometimes you blame yourself. Sometimes you beat yourself up. But I'm here to tell you that you are always allowed to choose a new story for yourself, because then you'll be where you are at that particular time. Yes, that old story served you. You did the best that you could do at that particular time. But now you have outgrown. Now you are a better person. Now you are more mature. Let's say you are more mature. Yes, now it's time for you to choose a better story than that old story. And it's time for you to let go of those old stories. Like, leave those baggages, leave those issues, leave those things. Leave the life struggle. We understand we all have our struggles in life. Leave those stories. Let go of those stories and come to the new you right now and change this and give yourself a new story that you want. What are the kind of story that you want right now? Do you want those old story of how you lost your home, how you lost your relationship, how something bad happened to you? What are the stories that you want right now? Because if you keep living in that place and repeating it in your head, and your brain is used to repetition, their old story is going to come to the present and it's going to go to the future. So it's time right now that you start telling yourself newer story, giving yourself newer belief. And we'll go deep by why it feels safe to repeat a struggle story that no longer fits who you are becoming. You're becoming a new person, you're becoming a different person. But it's kind of, I said something in the intro right now, that you kind of feel comfortable when you tell people your story, when you tell people your struggle, how life is hard, how life it's difficult for you. You wear that badge, you're trying to prove something to people, because you're trying to prove your worth to people. You're trying to tell people that I'm very strong because I've gone through a lot of things. I'm very strong because I've gone through a lot of difficulties. So you're always saying this. Why? Because your body is craving for comfort, your body is craving for relaxation. This makes you to feel comfortable, because people see you as an hero. Yes, definitely, will definitely have an hero. But this hero, what is it doing to you? How do you feel when you tell people your story for straight 1 hour without getting fed up? How do you feel when you tell people your struggle? How do you feel without even allowing the next person to talk? You keep on talking, explaining the past, not even in the future, not even this present, the past of what things are happening, and you feel excited, you feel comfortable, you feel relaxed when you continuously talking about these things. How do you feel, and why do we do this? We feel safe repeating and repeating and repeating the struggle of things that have happened, the struggle of life, how you got, you know, how you got treated in your working place, how you got divorced, things like this. You don't get tired or exhausted. It makes you happy. It gives you that energy when you keep talking about this negative part, because for me, it's not a fun part. It keeps you excited because it makes you receive that worthiness or accomplishment from people that, oh, I'm so sorry, you have gone through a lot. We understand a lot of people have gone through a lot, but you wearing it as a badge and explaining and repeating it is something that is not helping you, and it's something that is not fun. It's excited. And why does it happen? Is we learn to associate with hard work and endurance. We always want to associate our love or respect with hard work. You gaining respect, it's you doing more, working and working and working. You want to gain that respect, you want to gain that love from people, from your audience or from your boss. It's you by, working, putting all your efforts, doing everything, even if it's displeasing you. Why? Because you want to get that respect from people, you want to get that respect from your boss, you want to get that respect or love from your family, from your parents. You doing everything that you want to do, even when you're exhausted, maybe as a wife or as a fiance, whatever it is, because you want to please the other person, you want to please the other person in the relationship. You want to gain this respect. You telling the people the struggle of life, what you've passed through, things that have happened, because you want to get those sympathy from other people. You want them to feel pity. You want them to see you as an hero because you've gone through a lot in life. Don't get this video wrong. I'm not trying to say you've not gone through a lot, things have not happened, but don't wear that as your identity. Don't tie your identity as the pain that you're feeling. Don't wear that as your new identity, that nothing is going to change you, nothing is going to change that is your identity. You are always allowed to change. You are always allowed to choose different identity. That was your identity when things were going wrong, but now you're a better person. You've grown, you have grown, you're more mature right now, and now it's time for you to choose new identity and change your story and change those old story and identity and choose new identity and new story right now. The second one is we feel guilty when life feels too easy. When things comes too easy to you, you feel like, especially when you're used to you always getting things in the hard way, you always passing the hard road to get whatever you want to get. When things comes easy to you, you feel is this life? Life has been so bad to me. Life has been so difficult. Life has been a struggle to me. How is this even possible that I'm getting these things in a very easy way? You feel so guilty and you start sabotaging yourself. This is going to work? Are you sure this is going to last? Are you sure this is for me? Because you've never experienced life in a very simple way. You've never experienced things just working out in your favor in a very low ease and quiet way, because you're always struggling, you always killing yourself wanting this thing, and before this thing will come, you're always working hard to get this thing. But Suddenly things just work out for your favor, things just start working out for your favor, and you sabotage yourself and you think it's never real, and you feel guilty and feel as if you're not working hard to get this thing enough, because you used to work hard and you're proud of yourself for working hard to get whatever you want to get, and suddenly something just comes to you in a platter of gold. You feel guilty for that. And the third one is struggle becomes proof we are doing our best. When you struggle to get this just reflects to number two. When you struggle to get things or get things done or get that thing that you want, it feels as a proof of you're doing your best. It feels as a proof that you're putting the work, yes, you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. But when it comes so easy, it feels as if you feel guilty, you feel it's never possible. Why will it just come so easy? And that's when sabotage comes in. And how it blocks peace and manifestation. How and why it feels safe to repeat a struggle, and how does it block peace and manifestation. When you're trying to manifest, when you would still live in the past, yes, I know there's an explanation that I want to explain right now. I don't know if you're getting it very well. When you're trying to manifest, I've always said this, that when you're trying to manifest something, I don't know if you watch my video, you know about manifestation. I know about manifestation. I've manifested some things into my life. When you're trying to manifest something, when you're trying to change identity, when you're trying to change belief, when it comes to the whole story, you have to let go of the whole story. Because when you're still holding tight to the whole story and you refuse to let go of the whole story, it's going to hinder every single thing you're trying to manifest. Because when you're still holding tight to the whole story, you're not believing this thing that you're trying to manifest. Now you're holding tight to the whole story of you lost your home, you were homeless, and now you're trying to manifest a home. Now you're holding tight in the past story, that repeating this past story that you were once divorced or you once lost a relationship, and now you're trying to manifest a new relationship. It's not going to work because you're not aligned, and you're still living in the past, and you're still holding tight of the old story, and you're still repeating your old story in your head. But for you to manifest peace into your life or get these things that you want, you have to let go of this old identity, you have to let go of this old story and choose new story for yourself and choose new identity. And you have to be aligned with it in a way that you have to believe whatever you're trying to manifest. You have to believe this new life that you're trying to manifest. Manifestation thrives in lightness, not resistance. Because when you're still holding in this old identity or this old story, repeating it or wearing it as a badge, you're causing resistance in this new apartment, new relationship, new job that you're trying to manifest. Now you have the whole story in your head that life is treating you so bad. People are mean. People are treating you so bad because your whole working place or the past working place that you do work, your boss treated you in a very mean way, and you're so sad, and you keep repeating it, sharing this story, telling this story, repeating it in your head, and now you need a new place to work. You need to work in a new environment, have a new boss, but you refuse to let go of this whole story that people are mean. People treat people in a mean way. This world, everyone in this world is bad. You keep repeating it in your head, and now you're trying to manifest a new or perfect boss or new environment that's going to suit you and suit the kind of person that you are. You're causing resistance with this past to this present. You're causing resistance to this past. Let me repeat it again. You're causing resistance with this past to this present. It's not going to happen because you're not aligned. You're not aligned. But when you are aligned, it's when you let go of this old story that people are mean, rich people are bad, bosses are wicked. It's when you let go of this old story, accept it as life, and let go and forgive these people. When I talk about forgive, I'm not saying it's like you have to forgive, it's do or die that you have to forgive. No, when it comes to forgiveness, I always want people to do it from their heart in their own space and time. You have to let go of this story, forget about this whole story, and understand that people will be people. People behave in their own way. You're not in position to choose how people treat you, and focus in this future, and focus in this place that you're going with peace, happiness, joy, love, kindness, so that you can be aligned to manifest this new environment that you're manifesting. If that makes sense, and if you understand. If you don't understand, leave me a comment. I'll get that. You can't receive fully if you believe you must earn everything in the hard way. Now, when you're trying to manifest, you have this old belief, it's going to hinder you because you feel as if now I have to work hard, have to struggle and hustle. When you're doing this, yeah, some things might come, but it's always going to come in the hard way. And you're not going to get everything that you want because you're always going to feel as if something is missing. You're missing something. You're always missing something. There is an empty hole inside of you that you're always trying to fill. You are running, you're working very hard to fill that hole, but it's always empty. Why? Because you've not let go of those old identity, you've not let go of those story. You keep on struggling, and that thing, yes, you're getting some success, you're getting the physical success, you're getting the physical, things that you're supposed to get in the 3D world, but deep down inside of you, you're still feeling that there's still something missing, and I don't know how to feel this thing because I've been trying for years to feel this thing, but it has refused to feel. It's because that you've let go, you've refused to let go of the past identity, to let go of the past story. You've refused to pull down those badge of struggle that you've won for people to respect you, and you refuse to pull down those bad struggle that makes you to feel comfortable whenever you share those struggles. And now it's time that if you've done with this video, it's a 20 minutes video. I know that I've said something very important for you to feel that space inside of you that you know that it's empty. It's time for you to let go of those story, forgive those past, let those past to be in that past, and start changing your story. And like I said before, that it's not too late for you to start changing or choosing new story for yourself, changing or choosing new identity. Who do you want to become? What is the kind of person that you want to become right now? Yes, the past things have happened, that is the past. We're a different person, but now this is the now, and we're going to the future. Who do you want to be? What is the version of person you want to be? What is the kind of person you want to be right now? And we'll be wrapping up this video of what story about yourself are you ready to let go today? What story? Just say it in the comment section, or script about it, or journal about it. What story about yourself are you ready to let go today? And I don't want to measure. I want you to ask yourself this story. I asked myself this story when I was doing this note, but actually I did not get it. But I'll continue asking myself until I get the answer. What is one story about myself in the past that I've hold tight, that I've refused to let go? I want to get the answer, and I want you to ask yourself the answer and let it go. So I'll be seeing you on my next video, which is tomorrow. Thanks for staying to this time, and thanks for watching this video to this time. I love you and I appreciate. If this video impacted you, like this video, leave me a comment if you wish to, and subscribe also if you wish to. Peace.